Okay. We should be back, I hope. I think my mic just unplugged for a brief moment and all I had to do is restart OBS because otherwise it won't catch it.
Now we can hear you. There we go.
Good. So, without further ado, as you can see, it's all in some weird language. It's actually in Polish. It set it up by default when I installed it on my new PC. I forgot who made the Polish version, but you can find him or her in credits. But either way, we'll be playing on easy, or as it's called in Polish, łatwy. And we can choose between boy or a girl. It doesn't matter, but I always play as a girl because in original you always play as a boy. Anyway, I'll give you a countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. So the game picks off where the second game from the series left off. And we find the final castle where resides a dreaded mecha dragon. And we're just gonna put him to the rest. And yeah, game looks sick, and also there is option for retro music and retro graphics. And there's actually a time save because at the start of each boss fight there's a splash screen with a boss, and by switching to retro graphics I can skip that splash screen, so saves couple seconds. And now I'm gonna pick those coins, cause I want to buy a new weapon after this section. Okay, 20 coins is enough. And yeah, you can switch it with press of a button without any pause. It's very easy and convenient. But that's not all. Well, if I keep mashing it, it's gonna slow down, and at some point it's gonna... I screwed up it a little, but if I kept mashing it, at some point would stop, and I would have half the game retro, half modern. Which looks funny. And now castle is collapsing, so we gotta run away, and those blocks are random and pretty annoying. So there's a quick escape, and I can get screwed up on that if by falling blocks, but I didn't. So you have to wait here for the falling blocks to form staircase, but I just positioned myself well and escaped quickly. The 8-bit mode is actually different because the game is in 16:9. It affects, for example, the dungeon we're coming to soon, because normally you can just blaze through it holding left. Here, because it's 16:9, I have to actually kill some enemies. But first things first, we're gonna head onto the beach, because we need a key. Or as it's called in Polish, plaża. So we have those snakes and crabs here. And we just blaze through this part. If I would fall into the water, there's underwater section, but I don't want to go there just yet. Okay, this was actually on purpose, but I'm gonna play a bit safe now. Because after category I'm running, no major skips, forbids save and quitting. Because that can actually skip a little. So I'm gonna play a bit safe here. And because the category parent saves and quits, I'm gonna death warp. And yes, girl turned into a dragon as well. And now I just die. And now there's lottery. If I hit the red heart, I win a potion. But because it's easy, I also get free potion for dying, so 2 potions for me. That's good. Let's go. Come on, game. So now that we're done with that death warp, I'm gonna pick up a hidden heart. And do some shopping. I'm gonna buy a mithril sword. So, despite our attack being fire breath, our attack is boosted by a sword. How this works, I have no idea. And here we have fire-spitting plants, which are pretty dangerous if you're not careful. Okay, tornadoes are good. Also, there are those smaller plants on the screen now, which can easily screw you up if you're not mindful of them. Also yes, soundtrack in this game is amazing. Ooh, almost died there. Well, not died because I have 2 potions spare, but still. Here is probably hardest enemy here, this guy, but he gives nice dodge. Yeah, I can switch soundtrack just as easily. As you saw, I just switched and nothing happened. I think there's an option to set up that you can switch only music and only sound effects, but I don't know how. I have both on one button. And here, in the original version you can just hold left. Here I actually have to be mindful of those red frogs. Green ones are not a problem. But everything else I can just blaze through. Okay, I'm screwing up. Okay, now I need to get extra treasure here, because I need a little bit of money. And also here's healing and extra potions, so why the heck not? And here's secret passage to the boss. Oh, okay, it seems like we're back. Okay, let me set up the things. Okay, let's just keep going. So now that we have a mouse, we can cling to walls and go to the west. You haven't seen me clinging to the wall, but don't worry, you'll see more of that very soon. And now these clouds shoot homing fires. Luckily they aren't perfectly homing, so I can just get past them easily. And here's a secret room. And luckily it also drops some hearts. Anyway, as you can see I can cling to those checkered blocks. And now time for more shopping. sword and shield, and they equip automatically, so I don't even have to go to the menu. And here it would be good if I had a boomerang, but I don't, so I just have to hope for the best. Okay, tornadoes are nice to have though. I'm gonna need a bunch a bit later. Okay. Okay, I think I have enough money for the rest of the run, so I don't even have to really bother killing those enemies, but... God damn it. Okay, that was nasty. Oh, and also I have max potions, which is free, which is good. Okay. Here we have those floating skulls, but they aren't a problem. And I think I'm gonna risk it and go with 2 hearts. I could go and pick up 3rd heart now, but it's faster to pick it after the tower. So tower, or as it's called in Polish, wieża, is a very twisty dungeon that goes all over the place. And I'm gonna let this fireball pass. Okay. Actually, I want that. So yeah, first we are on the left wing, where we have to go left, right, left, right. Then we're gonna be on the right wing and do exactly the same, until we reach the very top. Oh, I got spawns of those blue things. Normally only I get 1 spawn on the top left, but now I got 3 spawns. Interesting. And now interesting music. Ah. I'm getting some weird spawns that usually don't happen. Anyway, now we have those green ghosts which don't die in 1 hit. And also I often have this what I call backwards knockback. I hit enemy from one side and instead of going away from me, it goes into me. It only happens when I go really fast, so I took it slow and safe. Okay. Monster Boy and Cursed Kingdom is sorta a spiritual successor to Wonder Boy series. It's not directly related to this game, although I think the creator of this series, I forgot his name, dubbed into the Monster Boy. But as I said, it's not directly related. Anyway, Zombie Dragon. He's hidden in the swamp, so we just wait for him to show up. And also here in the retro, you can see that background is black. That's because consoles couldn't handle sprites that big like this boss, so they made them background. And then just added some hitboxes that moved along the background. No, Omar Okornat is sort of the director of this remake. It's some Japanese guy. Don't know why, but name that goes in my head is Keiji Inafume, but that's probably not him. Okay, about 2 more hits. Okay, final hit. And Zombie Dragon is down. I wasted no potions and only had 2 hearts. Very good. Now I have to kill this spirit because it drops a key and I need key for later. Alternatively I can buy one from shop, but shop is far away, so... oops. Wait, no. Oh shit, I forgot where we go now. Ah, yes. We go now up and away. Back to the desert, but now we're gonna go right to the canyon with lava and volcanoes. But mostly lava. So in original I can just run through this, but here I have to do brief pauses to not get hit by froggers. And also hitbox for my shield is a bit weird, because I can sometimes get hit when I shouldn't. Also, those blue guys in the lava can drop an armor, which I want, so I hope that since I'm here already they drop something. But if not, that's okay. I can buy that exact armor from the shop right next. Okay, taking this part slow, because as I said, hitbox on the shield is weird. I can easily get hit by those flowers mid-air. Lost 1 potion, but that's okay. Anyway, Dragon Mail is mine. And this is the last armor I'm gonna be getting. It gives me immunity to lava and also higher defenses. And also this floating skull... No! Also, this isn't ripoff of Shantae. The original game is actually older than the Shantae, because Shantae debuted on the Game Boy Color, as far as I remember. And this debuted in the 80s on the Master System. Okay, so now we're introduced to this thing which allows us to shift shapes. And we got Thunder Ring, which allows us to destroy walls. Well, some of them. And I'm actually gonna break this to get some things. Wait, no. I go there later. I go now here. Because I need to be a fish. And I have more than enough money, so that's good. Okay, just need to grab this treasure here. And off we go! Back to the beach so we can dive deep. Right here. Enemies here are pretty annoying, but if you get lucky you can just swim through very easily like this. It started bad, but second part was really good. And we're in the Sunken ship, or as it's called in Polish, zatopiony statek. It's a literal translation. And there's a lot of those ghosts who pop from the ground. Unless you remember where they pop off, you're gonna get hit a couple times, like I did. Also, I need tornadoes for this very dungeon. Oh, and that was nice. I really got past those guys. Because as you can see, my sword isn't very effective against those ogres. And later there is a section where they are very problematic. Tornadoes in that section are very godlike. And that section is on the next screen, so very close. Oh, give me that heart. Okay. And now this section. I don't really have a way of attacking downwards, so if I don't get fast enough to those ogres, I'm gonna get stuck for a bit. And also, it's very effective against those ghosts. And now got time for Captain Dragon, and you can actually stunlock him easily. For swag you can do Dustless swag, where he won't even stomp the ground, but let's not go ahead of us. I say K-word pretty often, but not on the marathons. And now we are Lion Man, who has highest attack power and also really big reach, because he attacks 3 blocks in front of him. Well, not 3 blocks ahead, but basically a pillar of 3 blocks right in front of him. Because of that I can actually destroy things below me, like here. Okay, so extra heart for safety. And now we buy the best weapon, Muramasa. Okay, so underground is probably one of the hardest sections for me. Well, no, I take it back. It was one of the hardest sections when I was running the Master System version, but here it's actually pretty easy. It's the next two dungeons that are hard. Also, I forgot to say, your attack can only hit one enemy at once, so if there are a bunch of enemies one next to another, you cannot multi-shot them. So it's annoying sometimes, but not a big deal, really. And first thing I'm gonna do now is go ahead and grab a treasure. Which is hidden right here. Along with some other goodies. Just a potion, which I already have max. Actually, this run is going pretty well. Past beach I only used one potion. Which is really good. And now here's a hidden shop, which has Tasmanian sword, which allows us to change forms at will. In the original game you can switch to any form. In this remake you can only switch to forms you've unlocked, so... Because... God damn it, stupid ghost. In the original, this allows me to switch right away to Bergman and proceed to the Grande finally, but not here. Also, I'm gonna now switch back to Muramasa because I need more firepower. I don't really need this thing anymore, but... And I'm switching to and I switched there to a mouseman to avoid things. Okay, this first screen is easy because I can just hold the right and be fine. Here's where problems start, because I have to jump over obstacles. Okay, I didn't lose a potion, that's good. Those ninjas are very relentless. Most annoying enemies here. Also, what does the word manlet mean? I don't recall ever hearing it. Okay, gonna play here a bit safe with that ninja. Ah, well yeah, Mouseman is tiny. So as you saw, those green samurais threw a lightning ball at us. The blue ones throw whopping 3 at once. Okay, I panicked a little bit, but that's not where I'm supposed. Yeah, I thought that word is not very kind. It sort of has that feel to it. And now, before we head to the boss, we're gonna pick up the Sphinx. And this level actually went really well. Like, really. Really well. Okay, I'm gonna let him come closer. Okay. It was a pretty mediocre fight, to be honest. Oh. Okay. So, in the Master System version, I would buy now the Hades armor. But I don't have money now, so I'm just gonna go without it. And I would buy it there because Hades armor has special property. When you die while wearing it, you get resurrected, but armor gets broken. But in Master System version, unless you go to the armor screen, you still have armor, so you basically are immortal when you have Hades armor in the original. Here that glitch is fixed, so we can't be immortal. But that's okay. And there I got Magic Saber, which I need to use here to turn this to stone. And now I can go forward. And yeah, with Tasmanian Sword I can switch forms at will, which allows actually me to do things not as intended in this dungeon. Let's see, I have some arrows, that's good. Soon there's a section when our game intends me to be a mouseman, but I'm gonna be a birdman there. Wait. Oops, I put on wrong sword. Yeah, right here. Unfortunately, there are also those nasty clouds. Well, one of them, but luckily it's not a big deal here. Later is... And by later I mean this very room. Okay. I'm still alive though. Now we switch to... And I remember there was easier way for this free fish room, but I don't quite remember it. Okay, for this room I'm switching over to Muramasa because it's a very annoying room. With ninjas and those things spitting like crazy. And for reference, the highest possible attack power you can get is 255 with Legendary Sword and Human. So I'm having 250 with Lionman and Muramasa, so you can imagine how tough are those ninjas if they can take one hit from Muramasa and be fine. Okay. And here's a little secret. So yeah, switching between... And now another room with ninjas. This one is really dangerous. Okay. Okay, I still have one potion, so that's good. Ah, shoutouts to my brother playing right now. But what was that unique name he was with? Also, there are some problems with Birdman on the screen transitions, as you just saw. I went back and forth a couple times. Okay. God damn it. So game expects you that you're gonna beat this boss as Birdman, but I'm gonna go with Lionman. And this boss is RNG, so let's hope for the best. Where are you? He can appear from anywhere, so... Okay, get ready with a time. And time. Not counting this technical problem with stream, it would probably be a good time. It was a pretty good run overall. My last attempt was killed on the final boss because I got really screwed over by him. So yeah. 3808. Good time.
Alright. And that was Wonder Girl in the Dragon's Trap. Thank you, KrusKader, for doing the run. This was my last run of my hosting block. My name is Dr. Fat Body. Thank you for having me. Thank you, everyone at BTP. Thank you, Save the Children, for working with us. Thank you for ESA, Chubbas, Conan, and all the boys. I'm going to get out of here and get some sleep and pass it on to Adrian. I'll have a wonderful rest of your night and enjoy the rest of the run. Bye.